Okay.
Well, good morning and welcome to Brekkie with the Guy Who Sews. Today is the 13th of April. It's not Friday the 13th, thankfully, so that's really cool. And today I have a brand new guest. It is Rob from Quilting in the Man Cave. He's had a channel for a little while, but I thought it'd be fun to bring him on and sew clue three of the, what is it called, Tree of Life, plus we Mr. Quilt together. I've been doing Carnival and Tree of Life at the same time, so I get them all confused. Anyway, I'm going to let Rob just introduce himself real quick and tell us about his channel, although he just wandered off. So anyway, so why don't we just say good morning to everybody and see who's here with us. It looks like Beverly Akins won the first person here award today. So congratulations, Beverly, for winning that. Just bragging rights, unfortunately. Brenda Foley is here with us. Good morning. Good morning to Fallon. It's good to see you. And if you haven't checked out Fallon's channel, please go over and check it out. It's through the link into the chat. Brenda Foley. Oh, I've said that already. Good morning again. Let's see. Melissa Feldhouse is here. Teresa Lynch.
Good morning,
Teresa West is
everybody.
here. Katie Crafts. Pam from Stitch and Time Embroidery of Pam. Donna Dixon. Richard Worrell. And if I'm butchering anyone's name, I apologize in advance. I do my best, but I know I'm not perfect or even close to it. Cynthia Maria Field. Cora Kaminsky. Dawn Stewart. Donnell Stitchery. She is has her own channel and she'll be going live at 10 a.m. Eastern, I believe. So, all right, and I think we've got everybody. So anyway, Rob, why don't you tell us a little bit more about yourself and your channel and what you do? Donnell Stitchery, she is has her own channel and she'll be going live. Okay, so we had just a slight technical difficulties. Rob, check your YouTube stream. It's probably hitting the delay there. If you can hit the mute button, that should be like.
Yeah. Well, my name's Rob. I live full-time in my RV. It's a little challenging sometimes trying to quilt and craft in an RV, but I love the lifestyle.
Check your YouTube stream. It's probably. Okay, just bear with us for a moment.
I'm just going to shut the stream off.
Okay, I'll watch the chat. Yeah, let's just do that.
Challenging sometimes trying to quilt and craft in an RV, but I love the lifestyle.
It's on a 20-second delay, so even though you fixed it now, it might take a second for it to work, but that's okay. You know, it doesn't matter how big a channel you are or how experienced you are, you run into technical issues from time to time. But you know, we'll get it fixed in just a moment. It's and we'll go from there. Good morning. Sorry, I'll correct myself. Good afternoon to Giovanna. She's one of our wonderful viewers from Italy. So even though you fixed it now, it might take a second for it to work. But that's okay. You know, it doesn't matter how big a channel you are or how you run into technical issues. But you know, we'll get it fixed in just a moment. It's and we'll go from there. Good morning. Sorry, I'll correct myself. Good afternoon to Giovanna. Okay, we'll get this fixed. Did you turn this YouTube stream off, Rob?
I did.
Okay.
Okay, I did.
Okay, I think we're good now.
Let's see. Let's go back here.
I don't hear any more echoes, so I think whatever issues we've had have been resolved. Okay, so thank you all for bearing with us through that. It doesn't happen very often, but it does happen from time to time. And this is take 3, I think, for Rob introducing himself. So you said you lived in your RV full time and you like the lifestyle. Go from there, I guess.
I've been quilting now for a little over 30 years. I do other crafts besides quilting, but quilting is my main passion. I live with my 4 dogs, and if you've seen any of my videos, you've seen 3 of them. One of them is a little camera shy. He doesn't like to appear on camera. He gets a little spooked, so I don't try to force him into showing up on camera. Other than that, I do my thing like most others do. We do ourselves, and it's just I'm doing okay. And living in an RV does have some challenges, and space challenges. So you have to be very innovative on how you use your space and what you, excuse me, what you can do and can't do. That's
Yep.
why I do a lot of quilt as you go, because it's something that's, your blocks are smaller and you can manage them. And if I have to lay something out, I can take it outside on my patio and lay it out there. And yeah, it's okay. I do all right.
Yeah, and it's interesting how people can work successfully in a small space. I was talking to one of our friends, Larry. I can never get his full name out. I get so tongue-tied. Lorraine. I actually got it right. Um, and he lives in a small space out in San Francisco as well. And he says he has similar challenge, but it's amazing how you can get it out. And I don't have a huge space either. I think I probably had, to compared to you, I probably have like a mansion, because I have like 60 square feet to work with. But you make it work of what you have, and I think that's awesome. So let's see who else is here with us. I see people popping in because we start at 8 o'clock in the morning and it's early for us. And if you're out in Central or Mountain or what is it called, Pacific, it's even later. So good morning to Laurie Colgan. It's good to see you. I got to meet her a couple of months ago, which was really fun. Annette Wagner is here. Good morning, everybody. And let's see, my friend Leanna from Pastry Queen's Farm Adventures is here. She says Sean just came in to say hi to everybody. And she has her own channel as well. And if you do have your own channel here in the chat, please feel free to go ahead and put your link in. It should be your first name for most of just about everybody. And if I don't have your link, just tag me in the chat real quick. If you put at the guy who sews, will come up in bright orange. It'll be a lot easier for me to see, and I can go ahead and grab your link and throw it in for you there as well. Good morning to April as well. April Sawtell, she's got her own channel. Go ahead and check that out as well. And Teresa Lynch and Irish Sail Lady is here with us as well. And let's see, Jean is here with us as well. She says, Rob, you drive your man cave. So we do have a question here for you, Rob, and it came in from Richard, and he wanted to know, how did you get into sewing and quilting? And I want to know this as well, because that was going to be my next question, actually.
Well, that's actually a very good question. Back when I was a teenager, I went to Europe and spent 3 months with my brother and his wife in Germany. And she was an avid garment sewer, and she taught me how to make garments, and it just kind of snowballed from that. And then when I came back to the States, I stumbled upon sewing with Nancy, and she was making quilts that particular episode. And I said, hey, I can do that. So I started making quilts.
That's
It
really
just kind
neat.
of
I mean,
snowballed from there.
it kind of sounds similar to how I got started. I saw a quilt show at the State Fair in Virginia back in 2013, I think it was. Not as long as you, and thought the same thing. Hey, I can do that, or at least give it a try. So that's how I kind of got started as well. Okay, Irish Style Lady says she has her first cup of coffee. I cannot remember her name. I am terrible with that. Donnell says she has a decently small room, but it's shared with three. I've lost it. But yeah, she shares a room with a couple of birds, sort of big cages and that sort of thing. They take up a lot of real estate too. So yeah, there's quite a few of us that work with smaller spaces. Fallon says here that I feel like even if you have a large space, there can still be challenges because everyone thinks that you have room to store all their stuff too. That's why I think we should all just get warehouses and go sew on those. But that would be
I
fun.
I have so much stuff for all my different crafts that I actually had to go and get a shed put up outside my rig here just
Yep.
to store everything.
Yeah, it gets like that. That's why I don't go to the fabric store very much because I'm just trying to use up what I have because I don't really have much more room for anything else either.
There's kind of an RVer rule that a lot of RVers follow, that if you bring something new into your RV, you have to get rid of something else that you've already had so that you just don't get overwhelmed. Well, when you're quilting, you get overwhelmed. And I've got so many craft projects going, and I just had to have a shed put up outside to store everything.
I really like that rule. I think that'd be something that myself and probably a lot of us in the chat can do as well. Follow that, if one thing comes in, one thing goes out. Like, always have your net. Um, so there you go. Okay, my name is Linda, but Irish Sale Lady is just fine. I sell in my office in, sorry, I can't see over the silly little heart. I'll have to get rid of that for the next one. So yeah, okay, cool. I'm bad with names. I am happy to admit that, but I'm actually doing pretty good with names in the chat. Which is really good. Okay, so let's talk about what are we working on today, Rob? I don't know if we've lost him. Okay,
Trying
so
to
we are
move over a
working.
little bit so I block some of that light that's behind me from my kitchen closing the blind there. But
No problem. So what are we working on today? We're working on the same project, correct?
I have my pieces here all sorted and ready to start working on, I hope.
Okay. So we are working on clue 3 of the Tree of Life Puzzle Mystery Quilt by Cotton Cuts. And I am, yeah.
I'm
Okay.
working on Autumn Shades, which I actually absolutely love this colorway. I have to get situated here a little bit better.
Okay, hang on. I've just got to do something real quick. So yeah, just keep everyone entertained.
I'm just this is the first time I've ever sewn on a live or anything, so I'm a little hesitant here. I'm worried about making a mistake. I don't want
Oh
to
no.
have to bring out my stitch ripper, otherwise known as Jackson Pickett Burnside. I know everybody's got a name for their stitch ripper. Mine happens to be Jackson Pickett Burnside.
Okay, we should be good again. Okay, so Linda says she lives on a boat here in St. Augustine, Florida as well. So that is great. Dragonfly Donna came in and said, "Good morning. Is my seat saved?" Yes, we always have a seat saved for Miss Donna. So
Of course, I'm going to get
sorry.
shoot up there right away.
I have other things. Yes, I know that. Okay, so while we're doing that, how did you learn? Did you learn to quilt by yourself? Did you take classes? How did that all work?
I did not take any classes. It's just a lot of online research,
Okay.
a lot of videos, and it's not as difficult as some people want to make it out to be. All my equipment here, and I don't have my ironing board set up because there's just no space for it right here next to my machine. So I'm just using a bone folder here just to press my seams out a little bit.
Okay, because like with me, like I don't have a whole lot of room for an ironing board, um, either. So what I did is I got one of those little TV tray tables and put one of those miniature ironing boards on it. Or you could also get one of those wool pressing mats. So and then that way you could also just like, you know, tear it down when you're done and that sort of thing there. It's worked beautifully. That way I can sit right next to me and it works out so nicely.
Well, ordinarily I set my ironing space on my kitchen cabinet because I have an outlet there where I can hook up my iron. I mean, that's another challenge in an RV is you don't have a lot of power outlets. That's something you have to take into consideration too.
Oh, okay.
Hey, there's first part done. One segment done.
Oh,
Sure wish I
excellent.
had my ironing board set up, but I'll just construct and then I'll iron later on.
Balance says
I have a
here that
steamroller, but I couldn't find it this morning when I was setting up everything. I don't know what I did with it.
Oh, it'll appear after.
RV, how where could these things disappear to, other than maybe the dogs took it? I blame the dogs for everything.
Yeah, well, that's what I do too. So,
I had a little scare this morning with one of mine. I went to feed them, and the oldest one, my pride and joy, he couldn't move. He
hmm,
was struggling to move, and I'm like, "What's the matter here, boy?" And it looked like he was having spasms or
oh,
seizures. And I'm like, I got up real calm, and I saw that his back paw or back leg got hooked into his collar.
okay,
I'm like, oy vey.
that's not
So I
good.
got that fixed, and he was a happy boy afterwards. He had his breakfast, and Dad's happy now that he's okay. I got one of my little. I locked all the boys basically away except for my little Journey. Come here, Journey.
Okay.
Come see your dad.
Oh, you got one of them there with you. That's really cool.
Well, the other three are locked up in the bedroom at the moment because I just didn't want them perhaps start barking or creating a bit of a stir. So I kept little Journey out because I know he is he's quiet, and but he's a little lover. He wants
Oh, okay.
attention constantly.
And is that a dachshund or is that my imagination?
It's a miniature long-haired dachshund.
Okay, that's what Bandit was. He was a black and tan long haired, and we had him for about 6 years, I think it was. We lost him early last year.
Uh, Journey is a shaded cream. He's going on, I think, what, 8.5 years now that I've had him. Well, he's
Oh
that
wow.
old. I got him when he was a puppy.
Okay.
I mean, he wasn't any larger than a gerbil when I got him. Really, he was
Oh yeah.
7 weeks and 6 days old when I brought him home.
Yeah, I had one. He was a short-haired red, and we got him brought as a puppy. And yeah, they're tiny. Like you think that, dachshund puppy would be like a miniature version with the long belly, but they're not. So okay.
John, I don't know about you, but I hate using pins.
I do
Absolutely
too.
despise using pins.
Okay, guys, I really hate to do this, but I'm gonna actually need to terminate the stream temporarily for about 10 minutes. I need to go deal with something real quick. So I think we might just say goodbye right now, and I'm gonna try and come back in about 10 minutes and restart this. So I do apologize for this, but yeah, we'll be go grab some coffee, go grab something to eat real quick, and I should be back in about 10 minutes and we'll try this again.
John, will we be using the same link?
Yes. Yeah, just